A South African opera called Winnie The Opera brings the life of Winnie Mandela to the stage. The opera is based on the story of Winnie Mandela's struggle while her husband, former South African President Nelson Mandela, was in prison. Winnie Mandela has made her mark in South African politics over the years, but it is for her role in her country's liberation struggle that she is still revered today. She was married to Nelson Mandela for more than 30 years. They separated before he became president in 1994 and divorced in 1996. Her story has been told in many ways, but this is the first time it has been dramatized in an opera staged in Pretoria, South Africa recently. Her life story, as shown in the opening scene of the production, includes imprisonment, beatings and solitary confinement at the hands of the apartheid regime. Mfundi Vundla produced the opera.
And while Nelson Mandela was in jail, Winnie Mandela kept the home fires burning, as it were, raising the children, fighting the struggle and all of that, and paying the price for her decisions. And I just thought it's time that we told the story of Winnie Mandela.
The production dramatizes the sacrifices Winnie Mandela made for the anti-apartheid struggle at the expense of her family life and how she was tortured and faced isolation and expulsion. A similar production attempted in Toronto, Canada in 2007 flopped. So this production is also hailed as the first opera by a totally black South African production team. Composer and opera producer Mbongani Dondana Breen.
It marks a new stage, I think, in the development of opera in this country, because not only are we writing operas, but we're actually orchestrating them. And the thing I think about having somebody who understands both African and classical music, we can capture some of the nuances that are in the folk-like melodic lines.
Takane Maswangani plays the character of Mwakalyelye Mandela. She says the role has put the country's history in much clearer perspective.
I've learned so much more than I knew before. I mean, when she was, during the struggle, I was very, very young to understand a lot about Winnie, a lot about what happened during apartheid and things like that.
Viva President Mandela, viva! Viva President Jacob Zuma, viva!
Once hailed as the mother of the nation, Mwakalyelye Mandela is one of South Africa's most divisive figures. In 1992, she was convicted of kidnapping a teenage anti-apartheid activist known as Stompie, who was later murdered. The opera focuses on Winnie Mandela's appearance before the Truth and Reconciliation Commission to face accusations of human rights abuses. The TRC, a court-like body, was set up after apartheid to deal with abuses that took place under that system. Winnie Mandela maintains her boldness in the face of the charges, and memories from a fragmented life are evoked. Mwakalyelye Mandela attended the opening night to cheers from the audience and says she was pleased.
It was a total portrayal of what truly happened in those unfortunate years in our dark history.
Zinzi Mandela, the daughter of Winnie and Nelson Mandela, who was also in the audience, says watching the performance brought her family's experience to a new light for her.
I've only been able to relate to what I went through as a child without parents, my father being away in prison since I was 18 months old. My mother often behind bars, we come back from school and find her not there. I could only relate from my own personal sense of loss and pain. And I'm now given an opportunity through somebody's eyes to see what it is that my parents went through.
A film on the life of Mwakalyelye Mandela, starring Oscar winner Jennifer Hudson, is expected to be released this year, though Mwakalyelye Mandela has objected to its filming, saying that producers never sought her consent.